The sun was beginning to dip, painting the sky with streaks of gold and soft pink, when Claire Matthews adjusted her grip on the steering wheel. Her daughter Sophie sat in the back seat, hugging her stuffed bunny while humming a song from school. They were on their way to Claire's sister's house for the weekend. For Claire, weekends meant a chance to breathe, to escape the endless emails and deadlines of her job as a financial consultant. For Sophie, it meant cousins' board games and the chance to run around freely. "Mommy?" Sophie's small voice floated from the back seat. "Yes, sweetheart. When do I get a daddy like Hannah has?" Claire's chest tightened. Questions like this always caught her off guard. She glanced at her daughter in the rearview mirror, her little face so innocent and expectant. "One day," Claire said softly, "one day, someone very special will come along." Satisfied, Sophie returned to humming, her world still bright and hopeful. Claire wished she could borrow some of that hope. 10 miles from the nearest town, the car gave a sudden jerk. The steering stiffened, the engine coughed, and within seconds, the sedan rolled to a complete stop at the side of the quiet country road. "Oh, no," Claire muttered, turning the key again. Nothing, just silence and a faint clicking. "Are we okay, Mommy?" Sophie leaned forward, clutching her bunny tighter. "We're fine," Claire reassured her, even though her stomach twisted with nerves. She stepped out, popped the hood, and stared at the confusing mess of pipes and wires. Her college degree hadn't covered car repair. The road was empty, the fields on either side stretching endlessly. Just as she pulled out her phone, no signal. She heard the distant rumble of an engine. A pickup truck slowed beside her, pulling over a few feet ahead. The driver's door opened, and a tall man climbed out. His jeans were worn, his shirt smeared with grease, but he carried himself with an easy confidence. His hair was a little tousled, his jaw rough with stubble, yet his eyes were calm, steady, and kind. "Need some help?" he asked. Claire hesitated. She had learned to be cautious around strangers. But something about him, maybe the way he kept his distance, not pushing, made her nod. "Yes, my car just died, and I don't know much about cars." He gave a small smile. "Lucky for you, I do. Ryan Carter." "Claire Matthews," she replied, offering a polite nod. He leaned under the hood, humming thoughtfully. Within moments, he identified the issue. Fuel lines clogged. Nothing serious. He worked with practice hands, and soon the engine gave a promising cough. As Claire watched, she noticed a little girl's face peeking shyly from the passenger seat of his truck. "That's Lily," Ryan said when he caught her glance. "My daughter." Sophie, peering out from her window, waved eagerly. Lily waved back, and soon the two were giggling across the cars, already making faces at each other like old friends. Ryan closed the hood. "Try it now." Claire slid into the driver's seat, turned the key, and relief washed over her as the engine purred to life. "Oh, thank goodness." She exhaled, then looked at him. "How much do I owe you?" Ryan shook his head. "Nothing." Her brows knitted. "But you fixed my car." "Sometimes," he said, wiping his hands on a rag. "People just need a hand. That's all." Claire thanked him again, genuinely touched. She was about to get back on the road when Sophie tugged her sleeve with a conspiratorial whisper, but loud enough for Ryan to hear. She said, "Mommy, I like him. Can he be my daddy?" Claire's face turned crimson. Ryan froze for half a second before chuckling softly. "Kids," he said, shaking his head. "They say the darndest things." Claire tried to laugh it off, but her heart fluttered in a way she hadn't expected. Later that night, after Ryan tucked Lily into bed, she whispered in his ear, "Daddy, she's my mom. Please marry her." Ryan kissed her forehead. "We'll see, Bug. We'll see." But as he lay awake, staring at the ceiling, the words stayed with him. A few days later, Claire's car acted up again. Not wanting to risk another breakdown, she drove into town to the nearest auto shop. The sign read, "Carter's Auto Repair." Her breath caught when Ryan stepped out, wiping his hands on a rag, that same easy smile on his face. "Car giving you more trouble?" he asked. Claire laughed nervously. "Seems like it." Sophie and Lily spotted each other instantly, squealing like long-lost friends. While the girls played in the waiting area with crayons and paper, Claire and Ryan found themselves talking about work, about raising kids alone, about loss, about dreams. Coffee visits followed, then a Saturday afternoon picnic where Lily and Sophie ran across the grass, shrieking with laughter, while Claire and Ryan sat side by side, quietly watching them. Claire realized she hadn't felt this at ease with anyone in years. Ryan realized he hadn't laughed this freely since before his wife passed. One evening, Ryan drove Claire and Sophie home after helping with the car again. Sophie dozed in the back seat, her bunny tucked under her chin. "Thank you," Claire said softly. "For what?" "For everything. For being kind. For showing up." Ryan glanced at her, his heart thudding. Maybe fate knew we both needed each other to be stranded. Before Claire could respond, Sophie stirred and mumbled sleepily, "Mommy, can we keep him?" Ryan laughed. Claire blushed. But neither of them corrected her. Because sometimes love doesn't begin with grand gestures. Sometimes it begins with a broken car, two hopeful children, and a quiet whisper that changes everything. If you like the story, please like the story and subscribe American Stories of Kindness and comment for more.